In college, I was an American Studies major. Read a little bit of Faulkner, a couple novels. After I graduated from college, I read a couple more. But he seemed a rather difficult writer, and I wasn't interested in the Southern Gothic anyway. So for the last 25 years or so, these novels have sat on my bookshelf, collecting dust. Nevertheless, after we decided to take a trip to Memphis and found out that Faulkner's home was only an hour and a half away down in Oxford, Mississippi, we thought we should go down there and make a little literary pilgrimage. So I dutifully bought this biography of Faulkner by Joseph Blattner on my Kindle, and decided to read it. It's quite detailed, a lot of detail about his drinking, but an amazing amount of detail about the novels and the stories, and I came away unbelievably impressed with how prolific he was and the work that he had to do to support his writing, which of course was not very popular. Supplemented the biography with my readings on the internet. Wikipedia, of course, is a must-see for anyone interested in anything. So we, between the bio, Wikipedia, guidebooks, we were very psyched about getting down to Mississippi and seeing Rowan Oak is the name of his house. So here we are in Mississippi, which is very nice. Really like it here, except it's a lot colder here than it is up in north, so this is the one thing I was not expecting. This is Oxford, Mississippi. Figures very prominently in Faulkner's fiction as Jefferson City, I guess it is. This is the courthouse, also figures very prominently in several of his novels. It's actually the square. Very charming hangout for Ole Miss students and faculty. Square Books over there. John Grisham owns that. Needless to say, there's a lot of Faulkner in this bookstore, and this is really a great bookstore, I have to say. Right here at overlooking the square in Oxford. Faulkner bought Roanoke in 1830. It had been his grandfather's home. It was a complete mess when he bought it. He couldn't really afford to keep it up, so he had to take a second job at the electric company where he maintained the maintenance and wrote his books at night. This is it's actually a lot bigger than I was expecting for a poor writer. It looks to be like it's probably a little bit bigger than Graceland. This is the parlor. This is where Faulkner's funeral was held. Dining room, obviously. So this is the typewriter that he wrote all his novels on. Oh, most of them. And this is his office, and there's a bed right in his office. Still in his office. This is the outline of the fable. He wrote it on his wrote it on the wall, and never erased it. Faulkner's bedroom. This is his wife's bedroom. This is actually a beautiful room. It's the only air conditioning in the house, which was added the day after his funeral. These are some of the things that Faulkner used to like to drink. Four Roses was his favorite bourbon because it was cheap, and he drank a lot of it, so that was important. And this is his mint julep cup. Well, to state the obvious, this is a lot different from Graceland. There's about 5 people in the house while we were there. You just walk in, walk up the front door, and in you go, and you can even go upstairs. I guess that's to be expected. It's too bad it's such a cold and dreary day because these grounds are really beautiful. Flowers are just starting to come in, and a lot of nice stuff around here, but it's kind of chilly. I ended up buying Go Down Moses in the Square Bookstore. Go Down Moses, of course, has The Bear in it, that short novel that I read in college. I still think Faulkner's a rather difficult novelist, but I'm going to give him another try, especially since I've come away from Rowan Oak and from the bio impressed with incredible effort he put into his art. I think I owe him another shot. We're going to close out with Faulkner's famous speech from 1950 when he received the Nobel Prize for Literature.
Ladies and gentlemen, I feel that this award was not made to me as a man, but to my work, a life's work in the agony and sweat of the human spirit, not for glory, but to make out of the material of the human spirit something which was not there before. So that this award is only mine.